And Ali Dawah, he's in the bathroom making wudu. Oh, wait, there he goes.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We're live. Hope you guys, maybe some of you guys came over from Ali Dawah's live earlier.
Yeah. Is that better?
Live now. I'm just tweeting it out.
I saw that you put one of them on Twitter as well.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I was fixing it this morning after Fajr. Just like
it's a good idea.
Yeah, you gave me. You think you said that idea? It makes sense to start posting everything on Twitter as well.
See how it works. Yeah.
You got to be creative with it. How did your video do?
The first one's alright. I think it's on. Let me see.
It says 1 through 10, right?
Let me find out. I just put the other one up now on my channel. Let me see.
Ali, do you have any Christian audience?
140.
Yeah. I'm sure I do. The ones that hate me and the ones that are open to and the ones who are just like, you know.
The person who played porn, you think he was a Christian, a Jew, a apostate?
I don't know, but I just think it just shows me the power of Islam, because we're in Speaker's Corner and we get like people, like you just need to think about it. There's one Islam, and then you will have the Jew, the Zionist, the Christian, the atheist, the Shia, all of them against us. It just makes me just more firm in my religion, because I'm like, listen, how could it be that all of these people are joining forces together, all allying together, against one cause? It just amazes me, bro. It's like I'm debating with an atheist, and there's an agnostic, there's a Christian. Can you imagine this? We have arguments, an atheist who doesn't believe in God is backing up the Christian against us. And I'm like, brother, you don't even believe in God. We are more close, and the Christian is aiding the atheist. And I'm like, brother, you believe, at least in the books and the prophets, the angels and this, this guy doesn't even believe in nothing, but they will rather join forces with the atheists against the Muslims. So it just shows me when somebody hates Islam to such a level, their rationality is just gone. It's just pure hatred, because you have to be stupid enough to know that me and the Christian and the Jew, like Allah says in the Quran, "Laysu sawa." The people of the Quran are the same. Like we are closer, and then you will go and take the atheist side against me. You take the agnostic side against me. So it just shows to me the power of Islam.
I disagree with the hatred aspect. I was talking about this with Warner after Speaker's Corner, because he gets really upset when he sees people be Islamophobic or say negative things, or when people insult the Prophet. There was just ladies in the park. You saw that lady. I'm sure they come every week. There was a lady in Speaker's Corner, and she was yelling insults about Allah and the Prophet, peace be upon him. And Warner gets really upset. He's death staring at people like that. He looks like he's gonna punch somebody in the throat.
Rip their throats out.
You heard it from the man. When I see a woman acting like that, I just see a woman who just wants attention. Like, probably a lonely woman who doesn't have a husband. If she had a happy relationship with her husband, there's zero chance.
She looked like she had mental issues.
That's what I said to some of them. I go, you need to get married.
You
need to get married. You're a man in your life.
Yeah, she clearly has mental issues, and I don't know. I don't get angry when I see these people. I just think they're misguided, and I think I approach it with love. Like, it's just or sympathy.
It's true, but when you're in Speaker's Corner for 10, 11 years, and you're
dealing with people, been that long?
Yeah, I've been there for 11 years. So to me, it's like, bro, when you deal with that, there's sometimes zero tolerance. Like, we genuinely, definitely have a lot of patience, but for some people, like, there was one guy came yesterday, the one who was chasing, I thought he was a Muslim. He was just like chasing me around. Indian looking like a clown, bro. Coming up to me, he's like, do you believe in Islam there should be a capital punishment? I said, yeah, you got a problem. Like, he thinks we're apologetic, like, oh, no. No, I said, yeah, there is. I said, because, so you're saying that in Islamic State I'll be killed? I go, yeah. And I said, I'll be having popcorn while it's happening. Yeah? And that's how we got a problem. So this attitude, I'm fed up of apologetic, like, no, this man, bro, I'm fed up, bro. You know what? That's what Islam is, bro. I'm proud of it. What, bro? Yes, I'm going to have popcorn when it's happening. Yeah? Because this is the haqq from we need, and this is what attracts people to Islam. Because back in the days, you see the enemies of Islam, the murtad, etc. What do they use? The moral argument. Islam says this, your prophet married this, etc. Now people are flocking to Islam because of this intolerance. Just deep that, bro. For the past 10 years, the enemies of Islam were using moral argument to attack us. And we was like, oh, this means that means that. Okay, now people are coming to Islam because of that. That's the biggest slap across the face to all of them from Allah.
Is it possible that you could switch? It's hard. They can't see you behind hijab. He's a giant, bro. I'm strategically sitting here to the right of Warner. Thank you, bro.
It's like hijab shoulders talking.
Exactly.
Basically, we're about to break iftar. I thought it would be a really I think this would be a good stream to show we've been fasting all day long. I haven't had a sip of water all day.
Yeah.
I have barely been sleeping since we've been fasting.
How do you feel, bro? Tell us your experience.
I feel great. You know, I've been sleeping less, eating less. I don't know if I'm like in a manic state, but I think I'm just functioning off of Allah right now. It's insane. Like I slept 2 hours and I'm still here right now. I've never fasted before. I only had one meal. I've not been eating much. And usually I sleep about 8-10 hours every single day.
I'll tell you what, sister. Sorry. We need to get the actual food here, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I'm thinking to myself, like, these are starters. I'm not going to be happy with this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know the actual food?
Fasting has been really difficult for hijab.
The mixed grill and all that. Can we get that on the table? Yeah, sure. Yeah? Thank you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean, bro?
I thought you were going to solve this issue right now. You're just wasting the food.
It's better?
It's like, sister, help him fall asleep. I was like,
I was about to eat all the time.
I think we got 10 minutes.
Sorry,
Chad, when do we get to break
Why are you
iftar?
asking? You're just gonna bring the food now. We're gonna be smelling it.
No, it's fine, bro, because it's better than waiting for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's better than waiting for it, bro.
Smelling it.
I'm going to wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back.
Go.
Yeah, I need to as well, actually.
Yeah, go on. We'll keep it going.
And it's custom when you break fast. What do? You take a bite of the date and you drink some water.
Yeah. Usually that's the process. Break this fast with the date.
You just break it with break.
Halal date, SNEAKO, yeah.
Halal dates.
Come on.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. I don't even like dating anymore, man. Like I don't like the aspect of spending time with the woman that you're trying to meet for the first time and seeing. It's just a giant. It's a waste of time and energy and money. It's the worst conversation possible.
Me, leave it in the hands of Allah. You save money. There'll be barakah, and trust me, it's when you leave it in Allah's hands. Of course, it doesn't mean you sit down. You do your bit. So the people go to other extremes. Oh, I'm just gonna let it happen. Okay, that's if you're not ready yet. But once you're ready, start seeking it. Go from different avenues, different means. Start looking for it. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't just sit down and wait for it to drop on your lap. You need to.
Do you know in like
Keep the stream open on your phone.
do you know in like red pill manosphere kind of stuff? They've got like archetypes. They've got the alpha male archetype. They've got the sigma male, and then they've got the beta male, isn't it?
Okay, you've done a lot of reading on this.
Yeah. I've looked and heard that. I'm sure if you've seen those archetypes before, like
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I actually respect the sigma male archetype.
What is the sigma male difference between alpha male? I don't even know what the difference is.
You know, like so one of the main these are just archetypes, by the way. So it's not like this person is a sigma or this person is an alpha. I don't see it like that. But the main difference by what it looks like between the sigma and the alpha is the sigma is just focusing on his job, and he's not really concerned as much with women.
I think
That's me. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I think
So the sigma man archetype, from that perspective, I respect him a lot more than the alpha male archetype, which is more like, got all these women around him, and he wants to be the top dog, and he wants to be the top of the hierarchy, and he's got all this extroversion, and it could come out, it's a bit different.
How many guests have you got coming?
None.
You ordered 2 jumbo platters.
I'm hungry. Jumbo platter is what we
12
need.
people. We'll fill 12
I'll have a whole jumbo platter for myself, inshallah.
Bro, look at the size of him.
Okay, we're gonna have to save some for later.
No problem.
Who here is breaking off tar right now? Hopefully, like if you guys in the UK, you could put on the stream and break a tar with us.
Kane and
Break fast with us.
How much do you weigh, bro?
I'm about 300.
300 pounds.
300.
No. I was 320 when I left home, but I think since Ramadan I lost 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's good. So what do you want to be?
I want to get to like 260.
Is it?
I want to get to
260?
Yeah.
Okay.
260 and then just
that's
all
120
like muscle. That's what I want to do. I just haven't really been focusing on myself. I've been so focused on helping other people that it just.
That's not much of a jump, is it? It's like 40 pounds is. Yeah, it's not that bad.
You can do that.
It's not
Eat
that
a lot
bad.
of fruits, blueberries. You should get to 260.
Yeah, I can do
You're
that.
165.
165, yeah. Damn, but you're like twice my weight. Holy.
You're actually, yeah.
Yeah, mashallah.
What's your
mashallah.
86 now.
86
But
kg.
I'm trying to drop to 80. I'm trying to get lean.
So that's
what
almost
is that?
two-
What is that?
almost
That's like
200
170.
pounds. 200 pounds.
What are you?
I'm 260.
Okay, mashallah.
265
86
maybe.
kilos in pounds.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah.
I think that's perfect for me.
It's
For
190.
you, yeah.
I'm
For me, I need to be a bit
190.
lower. A little
190.
bit lower.
I'm 190.
Okay. I'm 165. Yeah. I like that term sigma male. It's better than incel. It's a similar thing. A sigma male incel guy who doesn't spend time with women because he's focusing on what he's doing.
Yeah.
I've been calling myself an incel on stream since I reverted. I'm Volcel.
Oh, mashallah. Mashallah. Talk about the sigma male.
It's not like, brother, I just wash my hands.
How you doing, bro? I need to wash my hands real quick.
It's usually someone who's hyper focused on their mission. Less focused.
So is that alpha male? Then
these are all archetypes, like obviously, but the alpha male has like a lot of women. He's getting a lot of women, and he's the top of hierarchies. He's usually like the CEO, chairman, this kind of thing. The sigma male is more like the inventor, like the crazy inventor, the guy who don't care.
Like the Einstein,
yeah, that kind of person.
Well, Einstein will still get his fair share of, you know. What was he?
Of what?
Of the history of the system.
You know, I have read somewhere, but I need to verify this, bro. Do you know Einstein? You mentioned Einstein.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you read this, because he reads this stuff as well, bro. But I read that Einstein had like a schedule, a daily schedule, yeah. And in his daily schedule, he's telling his wife, all right, this is the time I'm gonna have breakfast, and this is the time we're gonna have intercourse. But she knew when the intercourse would take place on a daily basis. Like he had a very strict, because people like that, bro, you're not gonna get to that level of excellence in a field if you're haphazard, if you don't have a plan, if you're not disciplined. And so for him, the idea of getting women and stuff like that was way secondary, bro. Someone like Einstein, way secondary. He had his wife, whatever. Moving on, maybe he had a couple of wives. I can't remember his exact. Not at one time. I don't think he was monogamous, but he wasn't like moving. Women were not his focus, frankly. From his biography, you can see.
That has to be the worst sex possible. Like scheduled out. We're having intercourse at 1400.
Okay. No, but let me tell you why that might not be the case. I was reading a biography of an Islamic philosopher. His name is Avicenna. Yeah, the guy's a deep philosopher. He's written one of the biggest books about medicine, about philosophy, about all these things. Anyway, I came across something which is like, because he uses his brain so much, at night time he'd go out and go wild. He'd go clubbing. He'd literally go drinking. He'd go out with the women. He'd this and that. But I'm not saying this is allowed. But
No,
I'm saying
that makes sense.
I'm just saying that because, do you know, when you're really focused on life, and then you're presented with pleasure tastes much better than if you was just there by itself. That's why, do you know what? Like I feel like when you lower your gaze and you're working this kind of like Islamic thing, when you engage in sex, it's much more pleasurable.
Yes.
You know,
Just like eating after breaking fat.
Just like that.
Of course, you appreciate and you value it, bro. It's like economics, supply and demand.
You guys will know more, bro. You guys are
if there is so much in the market, bro, it loses value and price.
True.
That's why we say women are the gatekeepers of sex. So it's upon them. When they fluctuate the market, yes, what happens is the value drops. Nobody cares about it. Nobody values it. And that's the reason why it's under their control.
It's time, it's time.
If they say,
It's time,
it's time for me to talk.
No worries, it's time.
Yeah.
Right.
So the
Let me
thing
just
is-
double check. Yeah, it's time, bro. It's time.
Bismillah.
Can get those.
Let's get can you pass me the water? The what?
Say again.
Okay, so Warner, what's the custom for iftar?
Just say ذهب الظماء وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله.
Bismillah.
Just say Bismillah. Say Bismillah.
Okay.
And eat.
Yeah. But you want to
there a
make
prayer
a
supposed to say?
You want to make a
Let's
dua?
do it the right way, Wal.
Yeah. Make a dua.
Nah, it's man.
Yeah, make a dua for that wine. SNEAKO.
Inshallah.
The carby that cooks.
I don't know, I kind of like being an incel.
Like being an insect.
Yeah, it's good. The Einstein way.
Yeah. Focused.
Sigma.
What's up to Karim? He's gone home?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
And by the way, I want to mention before I start eating that in 2 days we've raised $10,000 for Project Iftar, projectiftar.org/SNEAKO. We have fed 5,000 people so far. $2 feeds one person. If you want to know where the meals are going, just look at the website. Most of them are going to Pakistan right now. And I think some in Saudi Arabia. So we're feeding families. It's been good. $10,000 in 2 days. I'm very happy. This is the result of a good community. And today, inshallah, let's see if we can get to 15, maybe 20,000. Man like Ali, would you get to 30,000 today?
Inshallah, yeah, man. We raised £5,000 for the Salah Prosper, so may Allah bless you. So, yeah, guys, like, it's very important. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that one of the best ways of doing charity is ruta, to give someone ruta. Yeah, yes, yeah. So, guys, bear that in mind. And sadaqah will never make you poor. We as Muslims, we believe in the metaphysical world. So, for example, like, if I speak to my atheist friend, and I told him I've got £60 in my account, or $60 in my account, yeah? And I said to him, I'm going to go and give him charity.
This is so good.
He'll say to me, see, you appreciate it.
Woo, this is the best water I've ever had.
Yeah, no, why? Exactly. Exactly, because you've kept yourself away from it. SNEAKO, if I went to my atheist
Alhamdulillah for water.
friend, exactly. If I went to my atheist friend and I said I've got $60 in my account and I want to give $30 in charity, you say you're stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you give charity half your money when you've got $60? But as Muslims, we believe in the metaphysical reality and the promise of Allah, which is what? That charity will never make you poor. So by giving in charity, it will increase my wealth. So I believe that by giving charity, it's not that you're losing your wealth, rather when you don't give in charity, you're taking away from your wealth. That's the reality we believe in that people don't understand. It's Allah's promise. It's metaphysical. So,
You're right about that.
How you feeling, Hijab? How you feeling? Oppa, yes, okay.
It's good?
This one is
I made this salad right now. The water was amazing.
Yeah, so what do we order?
we ordered
You're about to see right now.
jumbo platter.
This is more food than we can eat, bro.
And this is Turkish, right?
Yeah, Turkish.
But you know, you brought up a really interesting point. You know, when you don't have something around you, you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
You know, I notice anytime, because obviously Los Angeles is a completely different environment than what you guys have here in London, Stan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I'm in Mecca, I really appreciate this. You know, because I don't see any naked women anywhere. It's like suddenly my sexual desire goes way down. I'm not even. That's not even on my mind. And I can only imagine. Imagine I was married and I was in Mecca. And I see my wife. The only naked woman I've seen is my wife. I'll get so excited.
Ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go
That's right,
at all
that's right.
times.
You know what I remember specifically after my first Umrah when we went last November? I didn't see a woman's hair for about a week and a half.
Wow.
You just see women covered in burqa pretty much. In Saudi, it's more strict.
Yeah.
So I barely saw a woman for about 10 days. And then I go to the airport on the way back, and I'm in the Jeddah airport.
Yeah.
Finally, you see women with hair. And I actually got sad after a while because after lowering my gaze for that long and seeing what my mind was capable of, seeing a woman's beauty again, it felt like I was getting something for free that I didn't earn.
Yeah.
Seeing a woman's hair like that, it's crazy. It sounds like people are watching right now, they think it's insane. But it was a little bit of a sad moment because it's coming back to the Western reality.
It makes you appreciate it, Dawood.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate it.
We were so desensitized in Miami now, man.
This is the issue. They've fluctuated the market so much, the price of the value has gone down. It's as simple as that. It's simple economics. You know, the more you, the less
The stock crashes.
Yeah, that one over there.
And you know what? You're so stubborn. Which one?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Bro, why are you eating anything? Bro, give this.
Bro, get this guy some.
They always say that I don't feed him. He has the opportunity to eat right now.
Try some of these, man. Try some of these, bro. Yeah. So the thing is here is that
Inshallah, Needles becomes Muslim on this trip.
yeah. They got some red. Yeah, it's so sabotaging. If women stuck to the Islamic
Beware,
principle,
that can fill you up.
every man will take it seriously. They'll be
The
less
bread can fill you
divorces
up.
because they value you more. Because we men, we don't initiate divorces.
Yeah, we have a
Women
lot
do.
of food to much.
You get it?
Yeah.
So the thing is,
gotta be
it's more value,
strategic.
but the Western system has really destroyed women greatly, bro. I feel sorry for them. I genuinely feel sorry. They're broken, used, abused. We're treated like a toilet, bro.
They're walking toilets.
They're treated like that. I need to relieve myself and I'm going to trick and lie to you and say whatever I can until I do it, then I'm going to go. Imagine how broken you feel if somebody's giving you these false promises and they sleep with you and leave and go. Do you know what that does to a woman? That's why these women are broken, and guess what they do? They break other men that come. When a good man comes, she doesn't know what love is, bro. She doesn't know what trust is. A woman needs security. And then she comes across some next guy and smashes and breaks him down. Because that's what she knows. She thinks her norm is that.
You think you should put the mic right here?
Yeah, let's put it here. I think it's okay. Hey, right here. Don't worry. No, it's fine. This is how we do it.
Separate though. Separate one-on-one.
Where's the food?
Yeah, so, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
But I'll stay on this for a while. Anyway, there's a little bit of I'll get married now. I mean, I'm getting proposition, but I want to fully become a good Muslim and not just be like, oh, I reverted, now I can get.
How long have you been a Muslim?
A year.
Okay, that's not bad.
This is first Ramadan,
Okay.
so it almost feels like unfair
Yeah.
that because I have a platform like this, I can get married like that to a Naqabi right now. It feels like I'm skipping the steps that a real, a born Muslim has to go through in order to get that same privilege. So.
True, but don't make life hard on yourself for no reason.
No, man. Also, I like this right now. I like how.
Good. If you're in a place where you like it, bro, enjoy it.
Brother, can we have the food, please? We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yes.
Very hungry. Please. Hijab's starting to get that angry
Some
hungry.
of them they put the starters and wait for you to finish.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
I promise you, that one jumbo platter is going to be enough for us all. The second we're going to have it for Sahur. It's big, jumbo platter. Woo!
This is what was happening yesterday.
I love Turkish coffee. That's one thing I really
Really?
like.
I hate Turkish coffee.
I love it. I love it. Very strong. Turkish is like the best coffee.
I was high off coffee like 2 days ago.
Saudi Arabian coffee.
Oh, I like that. I like that. With dates. With dates.
Yeah.
I like that.
They make nice coffee, bro.
A Turkish coffee and a cigarette would be nice. But I know you guys say you can't.
Cigar is a better option than a cigarette, isn't it? If you're a smoker, because it's more.
I
It's
go through
more
phases of it. I had a cigar phase and like 1 or 2 cigarettes now. You know, I like shisha
that's
too.
filled with all kinds of toxins and stuff.
If you hand roll it like the Europeans do, it's better. You know, you could.
And so, I was listening to Andrew Huberman. He was talking about cigarettes, and he was talking about vape. And effectively, he was basically saying it's got too many toxins in there, especially with vaping. There's so many toxins we don't know what they are.
They still don't know.
Yeah,
Everything
they
that's
don't
in
know.
there. Yeah.
But he was like, if you had to choose, and a lot of them.
What's worse?
The worst, I don't know
gotta
what's
be
worse, but the best is that of all of that is cigars are the best.
Cigar doesn't have like
It doesn't have all the chemicals in it. It's just it's a leaf that is rolled up
Oh, okay.
rather than
And you don't inhale a cigar.
and you don't inhale it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You're not meant to, or you
You're not meant to. And also, you'll get a headache if you do. This brings up a good question. You know, I come from the pleasure-seeking world where, I know you're not supposed to confess your sins, but it's like, I used to smoke a lot of weed. I used to drink, party all the time, listen to music. I used to
Yes, sir.
always seek pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Iskandar, yeah?
Drink that, Iskandar.
And jumbo.
jumbo here, bro. We'll just take this.
The two jumbo, one is here, huh?
Yeah, one.
One here, another one is coming now.
I think we should put both right here.
Yes, okay, one more is here.
No, just put one here.
Yes, over here, space.
Yes, sir.
For this one.
Brother, you don't have you have chili sauces, you have stuff like that, yeah?
Yeah, get the chili
Put a
sauce.
guitar right here.
Where is the chili?
Can they see?
Chili, garlic, everything.
Yes, chili sauce guy was here, yeah?
Water's locked in right
Yes,
now.
chili and garlic sauce.
Good man you are.
So besides food, Ali Daba, what do you do to have a vice as a Muslim? Like, what vices do you have? Is there any time that you can? There's Ramadan. Is there ever a Ramadan?
Is Ramadan ever what?
Is there ever a Ramadan? Can you ever indulge as a Muslim? Can you ever have any vices?
The thing is this, like obviously throughout, outside of Ramadan, we shouldn't do. Ramadan is just a month where it lets the sinners know that if you can quit something in Ramadan, you can do it throughout Ramadan. Do you get it? It's just that little dose that's there to give you an idea that, you know what, there's people that they stop smoking in Ramadan, yeah? It shows you if you can do it in Ramadan, you can do it outside of Ramadan. So when it comes to that, I mean, no one should intentionally
But outside
go,
of Ramadan, do you have any vices?
what do you mean by sins? You mean?
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to confess these things, but like, as a strict Muslim, is there any
everyone falls in sin. Everyone falls in sin.
What about vices, though?
What do you mean by vice?
Vices is like, after a long day of work, I like to, sometimes I like to smoke a cigarette. Or before I became a Muslim, I would smoke weed. Or I'd go out and I'd drink with my friends,
Oh, okay, yeah.
So switching that mindset now to get rid of all pleasure, or pleasure-seeking activities and just seek pleasure,
To be honest, I believe these are just the Western system that put in our heads. These are ways of having fun, like drinking. I don't believe, like, if from our get-go, I don't think that we need these to have fun. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's just planted in our heads that it is. It's not. It's actually, drinking, getting drunk, and all that kind of stuff. It's humiliating. So to be honest, I'll just say, look, since I've come to Islam, I don't find the need to do this. Like, I genuinely have fun. I'm content with my life, with what I'm doing, and it's not just like, oh, I'm just praying. Look, I do a lot of training. I do a lot of boxing. I like spending time with my wife, my family. I play Xbox, Call of Duty. I challenge anybody. I don't. I do not. There is nothing I miss from my old life. Nothing. That, for example, even if it came to argument's sake, oh, let's say you're a man that wants a multiple woman in your life. Yeah, you got 2 wives, 3 wives. The options are there. So what is it? What is the old life offering me? What? I don't want a promiscuous woman. I'll marry 2 women or 3 women, whatever for that matter. So everything in Islam is sufficient. Anything above that is just transgressing. It's a transgression. You get
But
it?
in terms of me, like, my weaknesses, I've noticed in Ramadan, actually one of my weaknesses is food. And I think I have an entitlement actually to food. No, honestly, sometimes it makes me quite ashamed of myself. Because you might have witnessed it just now, get the food and all this kind of stuff. When I get hungry, I get quite...
You want it now?
I want it now, actually. So, number one is sex. No. When I travel abroad and I haven't got my wife with me, you know, I mean, I find that exceedingly hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. And especially if it goes over like a week, 2 weeks, I start to bug out. So, I think Islam is a religion that wants a man, a woman, or anybody else to be self-sufficient, to be able to rely on their own mind. And Ramadan is an opportunity for me to be able to basically have self-restraint.
Yeah.
So I focus on those two things. In fact, Al-Ghazali had a whole book on those two things, on the pleasure of the stomach and of what's in between the legs. Because those two things in particular, if you can control them, you can control a lot.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the first thing that Iblis did when he saw the mold of Adam? That he said that he went through the body of Adam. He said, "I can control this creature through its genitalia and through its stomach."
Is that authentic?
I haven't seen it, but that's interesting. I'll check it.
There's a lot of hadiths that you guys talk about that some are authentic, some are controversial, some are agreed upon, some are weak.
Exactly.
How do you know the difference between a weak hadith and something legitimate?
Basically, the scholars have, they'll divide them. Scholars, we have got nothing to do with that process. The scholars of hadith, they tell us how it works. We know how it works,
We have a whole science behind
but
it.
it's the whole science behind it. I can tell you what it looks like. It's very technical, but the specialists will tell you this is authentic, this is not authentic. We just basically follow what they say.
I almost don't want to talk right now. This is really good food. This is really good.
So
This
good.
is the only place Muslims go quiet.
You should try this, bro.
I'm gonna try it. It almost sounds silly now, like bringing up the question about vices, because when you don't eat all day, this is better than any vice. This is genuine.
Intimacy and food is a big,
It's a big weakness for me, bro.
yeah.
Really, I'm not gonna lie to anyone.
Yeah.
It's not like I've fallen into any mistake, but
Yeah.
my thought process, such an entitled thought process.
Is it not crazy how both of them are also connected? Intimacy and food.
Yeah, that's what the Prophet said. If you're not married, they're fast.
Yeah. It drives down the libido.
Trust me, bro. When I was doing the keto diet, my sex drive was down.
Yeah, it does that.
I was shocked.
Why were you doing keto?
It's an experiment. I just tried different stuff.
I like the Sunnah diet. Dates, water, lamb chops, right?
Yeah. No,
The prophet like the shoulder of the lamb.
Lamb, yeah.
Yeah. But not all the time, because it wasn't a luxury.
Yeah.
It was more like a sporadic event.
What's this here?
It's hitting, isn't it?
Called
That
skanda.
is,
Wonder.
it's like diced
Water.
bread and the lamb doner.
It's called skanda.
This is, I think, probably the best iftar meal we've had so far.
You like it, yeah? Bro, that's what the whole thing is. We want to take you to all the cuisines in the Muslim world, innit?
Yeah, yesterday.
Starting over Somali,
Yesterday was Pakistani.
Pakistani, and
The day
today
before
it's
Somali,
Turkish.
yeah.
How was Somali food?
Very nice, bro.
One of my favorites.
That was great. That was great. Yesterday there wasn't enough. There was too much vegetables. I wanted after all
yesterday's,
day. I want some.
it's not a
honey
good
meat.
representation of Pakistani food. We need to take you to a better place, bro.
Where did you guys go?
It was buffet style.
Oh, wow.
Ali, what's up with that? You don't like it?
Put it here if you want jam.
I don't have something.
Warner, you see that video of Kyrie Irving saying that he fasts and plays in the NBA every single Ramadan? He's scoring like 30 points, 40 points while fasting. I don't know how
He just hit the game-winning shot yesterday.
Kyrie Irving, man, props to you.
May Allah bless you, bro. May Allah bless
I
you.
told you, it's all in the mind.
Yeah.
It's all in the mind, bro.
You know, when you said that, immediately I thought about Kyrie. Kyrie's killing it, bro. May Allah bless him, man. May Allah bless him. I mean, because I know Kyrie
Irving,
Irving.
basketball
He's
player.
he's a very prolific.
Irving.
Yeah,
He's not that tall, isn't he? He's like 6'1".
Yeah. But his handles is next level.
Brother,
Very skilled.
do you have still water, large still water, please? Yeah, and can we have some more chili garlic
And brother,
on that side as well?
juice. Like pineapples and cranberries and everything. Orange, pineapple, cranberry. 3. Yeah.
When you said everything, he got shocked. He's like, what do you mean? Let me double check.
No.
Any, bro. Put everything in there. Except alcohol.
I've really not been eating enough, man. I'm not been eating enough. I don't know how I'm awake. I don't understand, like,
Why do you have 2 hours sleep?
I had 2 hours sleep, so we got back maybe like 1 or 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then Fajr was 4:30.
Yeah.
So I set my alarm for 4 and woke up 4:30. And then I had to get some work. I wanted to upload the podcast yesterday. So I had to edit it because incompetent team didn't know how to do it properly.
Yeah.
And then I was awake, and I was working until like 9, 10 a.m. and then it was the morning.
Sleep is very important.
It's interesting so far this Ramadan to see like what your body's capable of.
Oh yes.
You know, to see like where your mind really is at.
That's bro.
What affects your thoughts?
That's what I like, bro. I always want to test yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you want to see how far you can take it.
I think we're ready for the next fighter, right?
Can I bring it?
Yeah.
Put it on that.
There's still a lot here.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, when we finish this one, then we'll bring that one. Yeah. They could get a little teased. They're getting teased right now.
You might pass me the water.
Of course, bro. Thank you, bro. Here, I'll pour it for you.
Thanks.
This one.
Do you know another cuisine which is nice? Where people don't.
Who else wants water? Ali?
I'm okay.
Nigeria. I like it.
You want
I'll
water?
get some water.
Because you've had authentic out Nigeria. You were in Nigeria, right?
Yeah. In Nigeria.
Brother, you want some water?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Obviously they got the commercial one, isn't it? I don't even mind.
Everybody in
the
this
commercial
restaurant's breaking up hard. Is breaking fast right now.
It's chili. Nigeria. You guys don't have,
You want it?
you guys don't have Nando's in America, do you?
We do.
You
Oh,
do?
yeah.
What do
I
you
don't know if it's halal.
Here is halal. But I don't know about America.
What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's good, but I feel like my mom makes better barbecue at home. You know what?
Really?
Yeah. No, but Nando's is really good though.
Yeah.
I have tried it. I really like it. What about you guys? Is that popular here? Okay, nice. It's good food too, man. Good food.
Oh no. Your kids fasting too?
No.
No. What
It's
age
not-
do
it's not
people usually
required.
start fasting?
Puberty.
What age is that?
Whatever age it is. For me, I was pubescent at 14. I was a late bloomer. Officially.
Yeah, me too. Like probably 12, 13.
Yeah. Good work, thank you.
Pineapple?
Yeah.
Are they both pineapple?
No, we need more. I have the cranberry. And
Cranberry
then,
juice?
yeah.
Is that cranberry juice?
This cranberry,
Can I have,
pineapple,
can I have
fresh
one
orange.
can I have one cranberry? No, drink this. Can I have one cranberry juice, please?
Have that one, yeah.
Oh, thanks, bro.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Give it to one.
Very good, yeah.
What I've noticed since the start of the this Ramadan, I've noticed a lot of Christians and a lot of atheists. They're fasting too, just because I think because they follow a lot of Muslim influencers and they want to get involved in what they're doing as well. I've also noticed, I've never seen this much anger from the Christians. I have mostly a Christian audience. The past 2 days, they're getting really, really upset.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen
Nowhere.
I've never seen it like this.
Are they getting upset, or
Upset for what?
is the shaitan in them getting upset that we're spreading the
question.
truth.
Good question.
Why are they upset for? Like for what?
I think that I'm not sure. What are they mostly mad about, Neil?
What are they upset about?
They want to see degenerate content.
Huh?
They want to see
They
what?
want to see degenerate content. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Are you upset because?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the
It's not very Christian.
shaitan.
They basically
It's the shaitan in them that's upset.
It's unbelievable. You're a Christian and you want someone to do degenerate stuff. What a strange.
Because the
man.
thing is,
always got
we're big.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Next video.
That's unbelievable.
But that says a lot about them, dude. That says a lot
Yeah,
about
bro.
them. Yeah.
What are you getting your PhD in? Hijab?
Philosophy, basically. I've been in university for the last 11 years.
For 7 years?
11.
11.
I've been doing like things for a long time, bro. I kind of had enough of it in a way.
Yeah, man. You've been studying like a machine, bro.
You go into the classes every day? So
In
online?
PhD, you don't do that. No, PhD, you see the supervisor like once a month. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Luca, do you want a drink?
Is there any extra?
No,
we
tell
have
us
to
what you
go-
want, bro.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
What do you want?
Well, are you eating, yeah?
I just ordered all of it. Just want to get a pineapple.
Did you get your PhD too?
No. Just let him. I mean, I've got the PhD of life. Yeah.
So what would you call yourself a sheikh? Would you call it student of knowledge?
Nah, not even.
I'm not-
Not even.
Mufti.
Muhaddith. Muhaddith. No. I'm just. I would even the word dai. I'm just a YouTuber, bro.
No, I don't say that.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is that? The more you claim about yourself,
Yeah.
the more people can attack that claim.
You're giving him a point of weakness.
Yeah.
I'm happy with
So it's the best thing to do, like the most objective thing to do, is to say what you've done rather than what you are. Okay, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. That's it. For me, you can call me whatever you want to call me. In the grave, I've got to be Muhammad Hijab. That's what I'm going to be.
Not even that. You're gonna be a buddy. You're gonna call your buddy. You want, bro?
Wash the body. I think we're ready for the next one. Yeah.
Come get it.
It's like in jiu-jitsu,
Let's do a switch.
they have belts, like blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belt. It doesn't matter what belt you've got around your waist. When you roll, when you start doing the actual movements on a mat, we'll see how good you are. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
You can have a black belt on, but you're not performing like a black belt. So, and you can have a white belt on and you can perform like a black belt.
Speaking of like SNEAKO, I was wondering what was the motivation behind the fight, the sparring?
Yeah.
People ask me this all the time,
Yeah.
and it's all documented. All of my interactions with Sean Strickland were live. I was live at the Power Stop event. I came up to him. I said, "Hey, congrats on the win. You recently became champion. Good job." And he said, "Who the fuck are you? You fuck." It's hard for cursing, but yeah. He said, "Who these influencers?" Like,
That's a good impression.
he started cursing at me. He said, "Influencers are cunts. You're a cunt." All this stuff.
Serious?
Yeah. And I was just all I said was like,
He's a weirdo, bro. He's a weirdo.
I shook his hand. I'm like, "Congrats." And then I saw him again at the Trump rally, and he said, "Oh, when are we gonna spar?" It's like, "We can spar whenever." Like, sure. And someone challenges to spar. A lot of people think that's disrespectful. In MMA gyms, UFC gyms, they think that it's disrespectful to challenge somebody to spar. And you should only spar with people that you're friendly with, that you know, that you're in a camp with.
Yeah.
You know, somebody that you're not friendly with at all, asking you to spar is essentially just asking to fight. But you know, there's a lot of people around. We're at a Trump rally. And I'll accept the challenge. So I said, sure.
That makes it even worse, bro.
Yeah, that's
The fact
unbelievable.
that he came to you and asked you, that makes it so bad, you know.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Do you know how bad that makes
That
it?
means he basically wanted to fight.
No, you know
Not
how,
only that, bro.
it's not that, bro. Well, I mean, you've got people like Herrera, Hamza Chimaev. You've got people in
Yeah.
your own division, your own weight, that are lining up. What are you doing? Like, what's this?
Yeah, and then you were just at the rally and
Sorry, bro. You continue, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. And then the next day, I walked around in Dick's Sporting Goods, got a mouth guard, and then sparred him, and then here we are. Pretty much it.
I'm surprised that He should take care of you, bro.
There's one thing that I didn't like about the Strickland thing, because afterwards he said, "Oh, I respect you. You didn't knock down. You didn't fall."
Yeah.
I was like, cool. And then he starts tweeting more, saying all influencers suck. That influencers are bad people. And some of his fans actually started coming over to the streams. Welcome, Sean Strickland fans. They came over here. They're like, okay, most influencers are degenerate. They don't promote anything positive. SNEAKO's actually saying some positive things. And he replies and he says, "Don't follow any of these cunts. They're all cunts. So you say you respect me, and then the next day you're going and insulting me again publicly." It doesn't make any sense to me. So at that point, I just think like he's confused or something. I'm not offended by
Very
it.
good, thank you.
Some more of these, please.
There's just one thing that I didn't like. It just be consistent. You know, it's either you respect me
Maybe
or
he's
you
got
don't.
psycho, because you know when you get hit in the head so much.
No,
You're not there.
I'll tell you what's happening with him.
You're not there.
I'll tell you what's happening with him. I followed these guys. With him, he wanted to fight with Jake Paul because he knew. Let's be frank. UFC fighters, you know how much they make?
Not that much.
Oh, exactly. They don't make that much money. Let me give you an estimate, and don't tell me how I know this information. But I reckon for him to get the championship, he got $500,000.
To winning the belt?
Yeah.
You got $500,000
Yeah.
winning a belt?
I think so, yes. And that means he's the top of his. He's the creme de la creme. He's getting $500,000. He's not getting anything more than 800,000. No chance. Yeah.
And before taxes.
Let me tell you something. UFC fighters, this is what they get. There's a deal called 10 for 10. For each fight, they have 10 fights. Each fight they get 10 grand. That's the entry level UFC fighter. And now they might say, okay, 10 grand for one night. That's not bad. For one night, bro, they have to train for at least 8 weeks. That's a camp. 8 weeks to 12 weeks. That's a camp. So you're working all this, and it's psychologically draining. It's mentally draining to get into a fight, bro.
Physically draining.
Yeah, physically draining. 8 to 12 weeks, and your body can get hurt, injured, everything. You're getting 10 grand, 10,000, yeah? That's number one. Number two, so people like him, he's not getting more than 800 grand, $800,000, yeah, to win his championship. Now that he lost his championship, he's not a star. He knows he's not a
He's
star.
a star.
No, he's not on the level of Khabib or Conor. Hamza's getting there.
But as the white guys, and especially American guys, Strickland's definitely probably the biggest star in UFC right now. And Khabib is not. He's retired.
He's not big
Of the
trust me.
current roster, Sean Strickland is probably the most star that they got.
How much? What's his followers?
John Jones? I don't know what his follower count is, but when he goes to the press conference and you see the response, I think it might be different now after that sparring
No,
session.
he's not. He's nowhere. He's nowhere near John Jones. Like John Jones is on a different level completely in every way. Like Adesanya is on a different level of stardom. You know, Israel. 100%.
Of course I know Adesanya.
Yeah, bro. There's no comparison. Trust me, there is no comparison between Sean Strickland and Israel Adesanya. In terms of how much money they get, in terms of how much stardom they have. This guy, if he walks around, he'll get noticed. Like in every metric, Adesanya is more. Trust me. It's only recently his algorithm went up, and he knows 15 minutes of fame because he beat Adesanya after Adesanya beat Pereira. So that was 15 minutes of fame effectively, and now he's starting to see his numbers are going down again because people stop caring about him. He lost his aura when he lost to Dricus. He kind of lost his aura a little bit.
Did you lose?
He lost. Yeah, he lost.
I don't think that much. As somebody losing a belt, I don't think that.
Yeah,
a lot of
not
people
as
thought
much.
he won the fight. Like,
Yeah.
overall, it wasn't that bad of a loss for him.
It wasn't a knockout. It wasn't
It
he
wasn't
lost
a bad
the belt
loss
as
at
well.
all.
Yeah, but what was keeping him very relevant was his belt. Yeah, so now he started. I'm not sure if you saw this, but he started going after Jake Paul.
And he said that the UFC's not going to let me do it. They're not going to let me spar him. But you just sparred me.
However, he still realizes. I'm saying what he's doing. My opinion. I'm in speculation. He realizes in his contract he might have 2 fights before he has to renew the contract. Because they have like this amount of fights before they have to renew the contract. He might have 2 fights before he has to renew the contract. And in his mind, he's thinking to himself, let me start making a narrative, yeah, against the influencers. Because he realizes that it has to be a story. For a fight to sell, bro, if you look at the pay-per-views, the top pay-per-views of
There's
all
a
time,
narrative.
There's a narrative, there's a story. Why is it that Khabib and Conor McGregor one got 2.2 million pay-per-views because there's a story behind
Because
it?
of the ball cheered through the bus.
Yeah, there was a beautiful narrative. It's everything they
It was
were
real.
on it. Yeah, it was real. But it was also like a clash of civilizations going on there.
And also a clash of religions too.
Yeah,
Christianity
yeah.
versus Islam.
Bro, and he brought those audience. Khabib brought the Muslim audience. Yeah. So anyway, the narrative was there. The story is what made everyone okay. I was there watching it myself, bro. Like live.
You were there in Vegas at the fight?
No, not like I watched one of his fights live, but this one I was just like watching it by myself. I was proper on the Khabib thing. Everyone was. I can remember, even non-fans. He brought people outside the.
It's like 9/11 of UFC. Everybody remembers where they were.
Exactly, bro. But honestly, it was a historical event.
I like the analogy.
It was a historical event. But
So basically,
Strickland is trying to create a narrative.
he wants to get into influencer boxing.
Yes.
But he does not want to be seen as an influencer, so he's going to go beat up he's going to be seen as a fighter beating up the influencers.
He wants to create a narrative where he
Doing the Lord's work.
The influencers become the bad guy somehow, because the influencer has to be the antagonist of the story. So the influencers are trying their best to make
So he's the
money.
working class hero beating up the rich influencer.
Yes, perfect. Exactly, you got it.
But the mistake he made was that he didn't even know who I was. He doesn't know that I don't fit the mold of that influencer that people dislike. When people dislike influencers, they're talking about like the TikTokers, they're talking about the OnlyFans pimps, the people like
But
that.
didn't he go back and forth with you before that fight?
He didn't even know who I was. I don't think he did any research. I don't think he knows anything about who I was beforehand.
I doubt it.
I think he just knew that I was a guy with the camera.
I doubt it. You know who you are. No, I know who you are.
Yeah, why would he disrespect you?
Chances
If he
are
didn't
he
know
knew.
you, how do you know you're an influencer or this, that?
No, chances are he
He
knew
knew you very well.
because he refuted Andrew Tate in the past.
That's true.
And you are connected to Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that you like. If you know about Andrew Tate,
you know about
likely
SNEAKO, yeah.
likely to know about SNEAKO. There's a chance, like it's a flip of a coin.
me, brother.
So what I'm saying is that if that's the
Now,
case,
what pineapple juice?
maybe he wants to get to Andrew Tate. Maybe he wants to fight Andrew Tate. Maybe that's his next move. I think he would love to actually. Why do you think it was a veiled calling out when he was speaking about Andrew Tate? He was almost calling him out. He was like, Andrew Tate wouldn't say this and that.
He said he wouldn't look me in the eye.
He wouldn't look me in the eye. But what was he doing? He was baiting him.
Yeah.
Look, bro, I'm not like a psychoanalyst, but this is basics. He wants Andrew Tate to say, well, really? Well, I am going to look you in the eye and come here and we'll do it. Do you know what I mean?
I noticed they did a good job, the Tates, when they addressed it. They're like, oh, there was a fighter that called us out. They didn't name drop it. They weren't specific. They were pretty dismissive of it. Smart. They probably saw the trap.
Andrew
Like,
Tate.
yeah, I didn't even notice that.
He's 37 now. This guy's a little bit younger. He's in his prime. Andrew Tate's not in his prime. He's an active fighter. Andrew Tate's not an active fighter. So why is he going for him? Because for him, he's high risk, low reward. He's high reward, low risk. He considers it like that. Because he says, in his mind, Andrew Tate is above he's gone, he's finished now. He's beyond the pale. He's past the sell-by date, whatever. And he thinks to himself he could probably beat him. That's what he thinks. I think Sean Strickland.
What do you
wins.
think? Strickland versus Andrew Tate, who you got in MMA?
I think Strickland wins. Yeah.
He's in his prime. Also,
now,
Andrew Tate doesn't do MMA.
If it was a kickboxing match, even
Andrew
then,
Tate.
even then it's dangerous. Because Strickland's quite good at striking. If it was a boxing match, I'll give it to Strickland.
Andrew's kicks are better than Strickland's.
Yeah, Andrew. If he had like a tune-up fight, maybe Andrew. MMA, I'll give it to Strickland. I'm just being honest though. How could we? It was the UFC time we beat, but
He's never had an MMA fight. That doesn't make sense.
No, he has.
Andrew?
Andrew's had an MMA fight, yeah.
Against who?
I don't know, but he's had a few. Him and his brother they've been in the cage and they've been in the ring.
Do they know how to grapple?
Their striking is very good. Their grappling is not as good as
No,
their
the striking is phenomenal.
Yeah. Very good. Fucking very good.
So this is all this is more calculated than I'm making it out to be. And from my point of view, it's just like I just think he just didn't like influencers, and I was there.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get to Jake Paul, Andrew Tate.
But he avoided Jake Paul. Jake Paul called him out and said $1 million to spar, and he said UFC will not let me spar. I think he didn't want to fight Jake. Jake Paul would probably win boxing.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. No, I don't.
So why is he avoiding that? But he accepted the spar with me.
I think he's being honest here. I think he was being honest that UFC won't allow it. I think he wants it.
Because after the one with me, they're not going to let him do that again?
No, they've got these contracts where you can't do it. You're
So,
not allowed to do it.
I mean, Jake Paul's not
The
contract.
contract isn't out. Because Jake Paul wouldn't.
But he
do
didn't
it
get in trouble sparring me?
That's a spar.
Okay, yeah, Jake Paul, he could spar Jake Paul.
I don't think he wants to. I don't think Jake Paul wants to spar him.
He did. He offered him a spar specifically.
Did he?
$1 million to spar, yeah.
1 million, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's the reason why not. Because 1 million is not what he wants from this. He knows that if he plays his card and gets only $1 million, That's close to how much he would get if he won the title. If he wants to play the influencer card, he wants to milk the influencer card. He wants to come out of his contract, yeah, and he wants to get a good 10 million from that, or 5 million, something like that. Because that's how much these guys get from an influencer fight.
Yeah, true. But if the sparring happens, you get a gist of what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
it kills the imagination now. That's what I think. That's probably why it's more of a monetary reason. But that might happen, bro. If the UFC allows Strickland, he might go for the Jake Paul fight because he'll never get a fight that will pay him more than the Jake Paul fight. I don't think so. In the UFC, no chance.
So he's angling his way out of UFC.
Not out of UFC, but he might do a thing where if he's got 2 more fights before the end of his contract, he finishes his contract. He does a couple of what Ngannou done, because what Ngannou's done, bro. He set a precedent, which now a lot of I think UFC fighters might follow.
Yeah.
Finish a contract, go out, do a couple of things.
Sugar Sean's definitely going to do that. When Sugar Sean's out of the UFC, it just makes sense for him to go into influencer boxing. It's more money.
Do you know him? Do you know Sugar Sean?
I met him after he won. He's a good guy.
He is a phenomenal striker.
He's like Conor McGregor, like that Irish precision. I don't know how.
If you watch his
like a
striking,
sniper.
he's a phenomenal striker, bro.
Very good.
But the thing is with him, with all due respect to him, his weight is too low.
To sell fights?
I mean, his weight, that weight category of, what is it, bantamweight? What is that
Bantamweight, yeah.
Bantamweight, bro. With all due respect to that, like, I find it hard to care about that weight. Because
there's very few people
let me put it this way. He's, what do you call it? Warner is not a professional MMA fighter. Okay? He's not?
Oh.
Okay, but, and Sugar Shane is.
Sugar Sean, yeah.
Sorry, Sugar Sean is, yeah? Because you had Sugar Shane mostly as well. You know the one side. Sugar Sean is. He weighs about 125 pounds or some madness like that here, bro. If you said to me, this guy's gonna fight him, I put my money on this guy every single time. There's no way he's losing. This guy is not losing. So a guy that's 125 pounds, almost 3 times less weight, would never. So when you know a guy is so, like, when we're talking about 55 kilograms, bro. Do you know what? It's like a woman's weight. It's too low. So that's why when
you can just fling him across the room.
No, it's too low. It's at that point it's too low to be an alpha. You're too to be so-called
You're
alpha.
too little.
You're too little to be an alpha. Think as simple as that. In this field, the only person you could say broke that mold, Conor McGregor, but he went up to lightweight. Lightweight now is okay, because if you're lightweight when you cut. When you're walking around, you're probably a middleweight. So now you're a big man.
He's
strong
bigger
man.
than a lightweight now.
Yeah.
McGregor's probably walking around like a middle.
200 pounds. He's probably walking around 190 like Ali. 190 pounds. That's what I think. So it's like you're a big man. I don't think I have a chance against you.
Sugar Sean could probably get up to lightweight if you wanted to.
He needs to, bro. He needs to. If he really wants to get the imagination of the masses, that stick frame, I'm sorry to say, it has to change. Because no, that stick frame is too skinny. You're not gonna get your aesthetics is a big part of it, bro. Because you know there's the obese extreme, like someone's morbidly obese and there's that extreme as well, bro. I don't care how good of a fighter you're an amazing fighter, brilliant, fantastic. But if you're a stick, I fancy my chances against you. I don't care how good you are, even if I'm a novice.
But at the end of the day, it's sport, it's entertainment. There's a lot of good. There's a featherweight that I'm friends with, Mopsar Ivlova from Ingushetia, we were talking about him. Yeah, he's a very competitive fighter. And I saw you grappled and you wrestled with Hamza Chimaev.
He's strong, bro. He's absolutely strong. Even though it doesn't look like he was trying that hard.
Was he a welterweight?
He's a middleweight.
He's a middleweight.
So he walks around that.
But he changes weight classes, right?
Yeah. But he's a proper middleweight.
Okay.
He's a big guy. He's 6'2". He's like Ali.
He didn't look like he was trying.
How tall is he?
Ali is like your height.
Really? I thought he seems taller.
He's like Ali.
He looks a lot taller than
Ali's a big guy. Like you guys are big guys.
He must be taller.
Yeah, Ali's pretty tall, bro.
Yeah, very tall.
Well, people don't
I was
realize.
surprised when I first saw you.
Ali, people say that to me.
We just look short now next to you, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Because
ridiculous.
next to him, I look short.
Yeah.
So when people see me, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know he was that tall. I said, next to him, everyone's short.
Bro, comes up the moment he grabbed my arm. No, honestly.
He was smiling the whole time. He's like,
No, but trust me. he knew it because he had those strong arms. I could feel it straight away. And
You sound traumatized.
no, he wasn't trying that hard. He was probably putting 40%.
No way.
Yeah, bro, I know that he wasn't.
And you was telling me about like you
in the
felt it.
beginning, he was training at 40%. Afterwards, I think he put it up a bit. But the point is when I felt his grasp, I could see this guy's not a joker. He's grabbing me like a heavyweight, and he's not a heavyweight.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? He's grabbing me like he's actually a strong heavyweight.
Bro, their hands are different. Somebody shake their hand, it's like iron, bro. Like, bro, their hands are like flipping rock.
Yeah, and do you know what it is with wrestling? Is that his technique is so crisp in wrestling. Like he'll come so close, his hands go in the right place. People think wrestling is not a technical sport. It's a very technical sport, you know. And you know, there was an old man, Chechenian, in the same place as comes out. Afterwards, he might have been like 65, and he would show me some techniques. After, said, next time do this. But the way he was picking me up and throwing me around, but the way he was doing it was perfect technique, crisp. Everything is crisp. He's an old man. He wasn't like athletic or anything like that.
He was able to pick you up?
Yeah. Very strong. The thing is about wrestling, bro, I think freestyle wrestling in particular, bro, there's something about that sport.
Combat Sambo?
No, freestyle wrestling. Combat Sambo is a bit like MMA.
I'm gonna ask these guys if they let us pray. There's a room there next door.
Okay.
I'll ask them. Still got some time.
All right. What do you think it is about Muslim fighters that gives them that edge? I was around Mafsar, and you notice that just like that discipline, something about it is they have a certain edge that the other people in the gym do not have. Obviously, some of the best in the world. Habib has been retired for 4 or 5 years now, and he's still talked about every single card, every single day. All the MMA fans, they all want him back. Even Trump, I saw a video saying Trump, he said some of Islamophobic things in the past, and he's like, oh, I love Habib, I want to see Habib come back.
No, but you know what? It's a character. People, it's not about Habib's fighting. Fighting is different. A lot of people can fight. It's a different, unique style of fighting, and you know, it just shows you how they train. But it's his character. It's when somebody comes and says, my mom said that she doesn't want me to fight anymore, and I'm not doing it. It's like, flipping no. The Western world is saying, what? You're a grown man that is killing everybody in the ring, and you're stopping because your mom said to you can't, or my dad says this, and then his coach comes and says, you know what? These guys are so respectful. It is who you are. This is why the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, I came for nothing but to perfect good character. The man's character is undefeated. Forget his 29, 28 KOs. It's who he is, bro. The guys respect the way he is. When you see someone like that, you expect in the Western world arrogance. I'm this. I'm that, like Conor McGregor. Yeah, look at him. Allah humiliates. That's why we was talking about the one who humbles himself to Allah. Allah will elevate him in the eyes of the people. So that is it. I don't think it's his fighting thing, bro. It's who he is.
It's the character.
It's who he is, bro.
I'm surprised you say that because I thought you were going to say it's the lack of drinking, it's the discipline, it's
I think it's that as well, though.
Of course that plays a role. But the glory comes from Allah in that aspect because you can see how dedicated he is. This is what people respect, and the Western system are alien to this concept. They don't understand it.
So what do you think elevates Muslim fighters above the Western fighters?
In fighting.
Do you think it's the respect and the honor in Muslim culture? Is it the lack of drinking?
Well,
is it the discipline?
There's a saying, right, in the Islamic world, like, the more and more you chase the worldly life, the more and more it runs away from you.
And it will humiliate you.
Right? It will humiliate you, right? But when you chase Allah, Allah will bring the world to your feet.
Yes.
We have a cheat code to life.
It's a supernatural.
We literally have a cheat code to life.
It's a metaphysical reality, bro. People don't understand. We have a physical reality, yeah? Like this, like for example, you would not go and cross the road without looking left or right because you don't want to be hit by a car. There is a metaphysical reality out there which I spoke to you about, doing your afkar. Yeah? If you remember, your afkar is your morning and evening supplication to protect you from magic, evil eye.
And stuff like that.
We're gonna go somewhere.
You like that one?
We're gonna
here's good, bro.
Okay, no problem. You don't want to go to the
We'll
next one?
go both.
Okay, we'll go both. Okay, that's fine. We'll order that as well.
he
So
likes
the thing
Turkish
is,
stuff.
the thing is, in the metaphysical reality, we believe in jinn, we believe in the shayateen, yeah?
Yeah.
If I told you you have an enemy that is after you, you will take precautions, bulletproof vest, this, that, security, don't go certain places. We believe that Allah says in the Quran, Iblis, shaitan is an enemy, and take him as an enemy. He's a clear enemy to you. But we don't think of it like that. Shaitan is on your case. You get what I'm trying to say? So we're saying that there's a metaphysical reality and sins have a consequence. So when somebody submits their will to Allah and follows that, Allah only elevates his ranks in front of the people and in the hereafter. So this is what unique is. It's not about the drinking and this and the discipline. Brother, glory comes from Allah. These are just things that you tie your camel. You know I told you, tie your camel, put your trust in God. You lock your car and you put your trust in God. You don't leave your car door open and be like, I put my trust in God. No, somebody can come and steal. You lock your door and you put your trust in God. If something happens, you're like, I've done my bit. So doing your bit is important, But having that reliance on God and Him and glorifying Him is where success comes. It's simple. The recipe is very simple, bro. It's not rocket science. The recipe is very simple, bro. Your obedience to God, you put God first. If you do that, bro, you put Allah number one in your life besides anybody. Yeah? Oh, like for myself, like sometimes someone in my family member will come and say, listen, get some money out of mortgage. It's interest. I'm like, no. So if you give me 10 million pounds, I won't do it. Yeah? Because you know why? Because to me, not to sound humble, I'm a righteous person. Allah comes first, man. I don't give a damn about 10 million. I don't care. If somebody came to me and said, I'll give you £1 billion, miss one prayer. Just one. Not for, just one. I said, go to hell. Because to me, my Lord is the one that's number one for me. So when you have that focus, bro, your vision is, like I said, is outside of this world. It's an unlimited focus you have. But when you look at other people in the Western world, it's all limited. And also, I want it for the money and the fame and the cars and the girls and this and that.
We want this.
Okay, and then what? Money, more money, and then what? And more money. Okay, then what? Then what? It's limited. There's nothing else you can add to that. But when your purpose is Allah, it transcends the reality of life. Your focus is somewhere else, bro. It's like, you know, they say it's the heavens is the limit. There is no heavens, bro. We say Jannah is the limit.
What's Mike Tyson's the trainer, his like original? You know what he says?
What do you say?
He says a good fighter is defined by training, whatever, yeah? But a great fighter is defined by character. So the thing that you're saying is true. Like the result of good character leads you to be a good fighter because there are certain things that good character fosters within oneself.
It's really incredible to see Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. You can see Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, all the best boxers, the best MMA fighters. All
do you think Mayweather fits in that?
No, but the thing is with Mayweather is that I think he is one of the best.
He is one of the best of all time.
No, you're talking about fighting here. Do you see? When I'm talking about fighting, as a person, Mike Tyson said this to him. He said, "You can't be next to Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was loved, bro. You get it?
But he can't get into that full because you see what he's doing.
Sellout, bro. I don't know if you ever watching this. He's in Israel now. Going to diamond. He's a scumbag.
I say no because you see Mayweather with the IDF and the.
Bro, he makes me sick,
so
bro.
do you think something's bound to happen with him?
Bro, let me tell you something. It just shows me what kind of person he is, bro.
Well, do you know what the correlation is? I was reading that book I was telling you about willpower, the Baumeister book, and he actually mentions something about discipline. He was effectively saying that discipline is transferable. So if you're like, for example, what we're doing here, if we can self-restrain ourselves in terms of food, you're likely to be able to do it in sports. So he's saying it's like, you know, when there is an advantage in living in Islamic upbringing. The advantage is it teaches you self-restraint. What other religion has this many protocols that you really think about?
Look,
who has to fast like this?
Look, time for Maghrib, we're going to be like, okay, we get it. It's all discipline.
Who has to fast like this? Who has to pray? Who has to do this? It's like protocols, discipline, things that you have to abstain from. That increases your will. By increasing your willpower in one field, you're able to increase it in another field. That's what he said. That's what Baumeister said. And he even mentioned fasting. He even mentioned fasting. He mentioned it as an example. I remember he mentioned explicitly Islamic fasting. And he also mentioned, generally speaking, abstinence. Generally. So that's the thing. I do think Joe Rogan said it right when he said that. You know, when these guys are not drinking.
Finish your word.
We'll tell them to turn it down a little.
We're gonna. It's just a birthday.
It's gonna stop. It's only for 2 seconds.
Please hold that point. I almost forgot what music sounded like. It's been so long. We haven't listened to a song in days.
I went to the bathroom and like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like a party started, bro.
We were celebrating that you finally left.
That was me, bro.
I'm sorry.
Have we got time? What time is Aisha?
7:35 or 7 or something like that. Can you check? Double check. 7:35ish.
I don't want to lose that point that you're saying. What did Joe Rogan say? I don't know.
He was saying about Khabib that.
What he knows is training.
Andrew Tate made the same point, which is that you're always disciplined, training.
What he knows is train Allah, train Allah, train
And that's
Allah.
from a scientific perspective or a psychological perspective. You could say it is transferable because when you train yourself on self-restraint, abstinence, strengthening your mind, resilience, and all these key terms in one field, you're more able to do it in another field. Because, bro, you're dealing with pain, you're dealing with punctuality, you're dealing with consistency when you're doing training. You're dealing with diet, you're dealing with so many aspects. If you want to be a top athlete, you're not going to be a top athlete by being a bum, though, by being a hedonist.
So why does someone like Joe Rogan see that and understand that and not become Muslim?
That's what confidence.
Because let's be fair to him. Yeah, I would say that at that point it's not a strong enough evidence for Islam being the truth. It's a supporting evidence. I wouldn't use it as I wouldn't use it as a primary evidence. It doesn't necessitate that just because Islam offers you
That Allah is real.
that Allah is real, that Islam is true, and all the kind of things.
Sure.
But it's a supporting argument,
Yeah, it's a supporting
and it's a benefit of being a Muslim. But so if I was speaking to Joe Rogan, I'd start with him from the basics about why is it one God is there?
It seems like he believes in God, he just doesn't know.
Yeah, but how can we prove that Islam is the truth? It's a question by itself. You know, I wouldn't use this as a main argument for answering that.
Why haven't you gone on the Joe Rogan podcast yet?
I don't know, bro. Maybe it will happen. Should do it, inshallah, in the future. Why not?
We invite you to Islam, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You made me think of that just now, and I think you make great points about that. I used to think that was about not drinking and that your cardio was better. I have to admit, and I don't want to like boost up my own self too much. I think that if I wasn't praying and I wasn't on my deen, Strickland would have knocked me out.
Yeah.
Like, on everything.
Yeah.
I believe that 100%.
I believe that 100%.
I think the reason I was able to stay up is because the mental strength that I have and the focus I have from Islam.
Bro, I was shocked when I was watching that. I'll be honest, I do sparring.
I know what I was like a year ago. I would have
The guy knocked out Adesanya.
Bro.
He knocked out Adesanya.
And he was, I could see he was going in. He wasn't giving me light, he was going in, bro. And I know what it feels to be punched in the nose, bro. Like, and I have headgear on.
Forget this. Adesanya fought in the heavyweight division. Adesanya. Strickland can fight in the heavyweight division if he wanted to.
Really?
Yeah, of course he could, bro. He's a big guy.
I don't think it's a testament to myself. I think it's a testament to Islam, genuinely. He saw it right afterwards. We went for Jummah right after the fight. Yeah, we left the gym and I went to Jummah. Yeah.
No, it's a weight differential.
That's mad.
There's like a 30-pound difference. I mean, how could this would not be sanctioned? By the way,
It doesn't make any sense that I stayed up. I've been thinking about it for a while.
exactly.
I should have been really hurt. Like, I should be in a coma.
He hit you with shots that he hit
at least
Adesanya with,
knocked
and
out.
Adesanya went to sleep.
Yeah. At least knocked out, bro. I was shocked.
If I wasn't praying, I would have been knocked out.
I believe that, bro.
You know what?
Honestly, we really should give SNEAKO his flowers, bro. Wallahi, from the bottom of my heart, bro. I've known you for some time, and I'm very proud of you, bro. Wallahi, I'm very, very proud of you.
Yeah.
Very, very
It is,
proud.
man. You didn't have to. Like, it's a
As
lot of
you said that,
sacrifices.
the sentimental music came.
But you know, Steve, you know, like that very extreme situation you were in, like on historic. Again, I have to bring in history, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this book called The Servant of Allah, and it's like a historical account of like the Muslim slaves who were taken from West Africa to like the colonies, and there's like studies where they show that the Muslim slaves were able to maintain a clean life whilst doing slavery. Meaning, you know, a lot of the stuff that like the Caribbean people do nowadays, like rum. Rum is a very alcoholic drink that is very popular amongst the Muslims who are staying away from these type of things and were able to organize themselves as groups far better than the slaves that weren't Muslims. You see, and there was a direct link between Islamic rituals that were somehow preserving during slavery, as opposed to the slaves that
another
never had.
extreme scenario.
Yeah, it's a very extreme scenario. So you have some slaves that would work on the plantation field.
Bro, do you know what you said?
Save the money.
It's close to that book that was written by Viktor Frankl.
Viktor Frankl.
You know,
Yeah.
He's a nihilist, right?
Pardon?
He's a nihilist.
No. He was a Jew. Yeah. But he was he was a good Jew. Like good Jews and bad Jews. This was a good Jew.
They exist? Sorry, don't put that.
So anyway, he wrote this book called The Meaning of Life, and he was a